Hello there. Welcome to this video where we'll dive into the OpenAI API Stream Response. In this video, we're going to cover what a stream is and how you can stream OpenAI API responses using different methods, whether that's with an HTTP client or the official Node.js and Python libraries. So without wasting any time, let's jump right in. Let's take a moment to understand what a stream actually is. A stream is essentially an ongoing sequence of data elements that can be processed as they arrive, instead of having to wait for the entire dataset to be available first. This is super useful because it allows applications to handle large amounts of data efficiently without needing to store everything in memory all at once. Streams are typically used when you need real-time or near real-time data processing. OpenAI provides the ability to stream API responses for both the Chat Completions API and the Assistant API. By using streaming, we don't need to wait for the entire response to be generated before handling it. Instead, we can receive and process the response data as it's being generated in near real time. OpenAI follows the server-send events standard for streaming, and their official Node.js and Python libraries come with all the necessary helpers to make parsing these events easier. Now, let's check out how we can stream using an HTTP client. For this, I'm going to use the curl command line utility. We'll be using OpenAI's Chat Completion API to see how streaming works with curl. First, here's the API URL we'll be working with. Next, I'll add the authorization header using my API key as a bearer token. I've stored my API key as an environment variable, which is a best practice for security. Here's the payload we're sending to the API. We need to set the stream property to true to enable streaming. By default, it's set to false. Now let's run the command. And here are the stream data chunks we've received in real time. Now, let's check out how we can stream using JavaScript. OpenAI provides an official library for Node.js, which makes this process straightforward. We'll be using the same API, the Chat Completion API, that we explored earlier with curl. First, I'm creating an OpenAI instance by passing my API key. As a best practice for security, I'm retrieving the API key from environment variables. Here's the payload we'll be sending. Just like before, we need to set the stream property to true to enable streaming. By default, it's set to false. Next, we'll wait for the data chunks to arrive and write them directly to the console. Let's go ahead and run the script. And here are the stream data chunks we received in real time. Now let's see how we can stream using Python. OpenAI provides an official library for Python, so we can take advantage of that. As before, we'll be using the Chat Completion API, the same one we used with curl and Node.js. First, I'm creating an OpenAI instance by passing my API key. I'm retrieving the API key from environment variables as a best security practice. Here's the payload we're sending. And like the other examples, we'll set the stream property to true to enable streaming. By default, it's set to false. Next, we'll wait for the data chunks to arrive and print them to the console. Let's run the script. And here are the stream data chunks we've received in real time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. The goal of this channel is to help everyone get familiar with OpenAI and its APIs, and to show you how you can apply it in your day-to-day life and business. If you'd like to see more videos about OpenAI APIs and their applications, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications so you don't miss out on future content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.